Minecraft Skyblock has had an update. The update includes a lot of winter stuff and holiday stuff like Christmas and whatnot, so we're gonna get into that here in a second. Before we do anything, guys, make sure to check if you are subscribed with notifications. Anyways, let's get right into this. So if I go ahead and go to spawn, you can see we have a winter themed spawn, and I have 5,000 goo bits I want to go ahead and spend. And the reason we need to spend goo bits is because we'll get a lot of winter playtime in the Winter Wonderland world. We'll get some tickets worth hours potentially within the elf crate, and I'm pretty sure from the last video I made, the boss video, you can get them from that now for placement to get some playtime in the winter world. I currently have about 3 hours and 20 minutes. I got 20 minutes from getting placement on the boss, but I had 3 hours to begin with. I would like to get more time just so when I'm playing off camera, I can use that. But anyways, there are 2 limited time bundles we can purchase from. We could get the Santa set, what is useful for the Winter Wonderland, and we'll get some elf keys. But I think we'll go ahead and confirm that, get that going. So we'll claim that up, get our 3 elf keys and our Santa set. So now if I go ahead and take my gear off, go in the skin menu, unskin this. Where's the Santa set? There it is. So it's on the second page, and we'll go ahead and suit up as Santa. So now we'll get better rewards when we're in the Winter Wonderland. Of course, you can get goo bits for free if you just play the game for a long time. Usually when there's GG waves, you get about 10 at maximum, like 5 to 10. And you can collect those over time. They stay within seasons. So you don't have to actually pay to get this kind of stuff. It just takes time. And then the Frosty bundle is a really good bundle because it gives looting 12, efficiency 12, and it also gives sharpness 7 to 10. And I'm hoping we can maybe get sharpness 10. I'm not too sure. And we get a Frosty spawner spear, what I have no clue what that is, but we'll go ahead purchase this up, and that leaves us with 2,000 goo bits. The armor is pretty decent, but I'm gonna put it in my PB3, and we'll put the tools away in there for now. And then yes, we got the Frosty spear gun, harpoon frozen fish in the Winter Wonderland, so we'll probably figure that out here in a bit. And what's the sword? We got sharpness 7, so we got the minimum. What's unfortunate, and we only got looting 9. I mean, I guess I'll take it. I don't really know. I'm honestly not too sure if it's better than my current Zeus sword, because Zeus is netherite, so I'm not too sure, but we'll put it away for now. Let's go ahead, open up some elf keys. They have a ton of good loot, and I'm hoping we can get some good stuff. We got a Winter Wonderland ticket for an hour. We'll claim that. We got some cosmetics that I don't have, and then we also got a random cell wand pouch, what I do need. So we got 10,000 uses, not bad. Anyways, we're gonna go into the goo bits shop, and we're gonna go ahead, go to sales, and we're gonna buy some elf crates. You get 5 of them for 1,500 goo bits, so we'll go ahead, purchase that up. The elf key bundle is pretty good. I recommend it. Anyways, let's go ahead, open these up. We got another cell wand. We got a scarf, what's unfortunate. More cosmetics, what I don't want. We got 60 gas and a Wonderland ticket. Not bad. And there was a GG wave. I got 5 goo bits for that. Let's go. So now I have 5 hours and 20 minutes in the Winter Wonderland. What isn't too bad. I'll take it. And the gas spawners I'll probably maybe use or sell. I'm not too sure. I'll just hold on to them for now. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead, go to Warp Winter, and that's how you enter the Winter Wonderland. And all the time you're in there is gonna be counted down. And the way you can check that is obviously /winter. But we're here in the Winter Wonderland. This is my first time seeing this. I haven't been here once, so I have no clue where everything is, so we're gonna explore it. There's literally a reindeer here. Wait, can we kill it? I have no clue. Does it drop anything? Reindeer antlers. Oh my gosh, that just made me a ton of money. What? That's insane. For 2 of those, I made 700,000. So that's about 350,000 per one. We can use our grappler here to travel, but I don't know where I'm supposed to be going in this Wonderland. Okay, so there's these powdered spawners that spawn mobs. Burn rate is 1 mob coin, and you get one of these guys that spawn. And if you sell, it makes 100k per 2, what is not bad. Looting doesn't apply, sadly, but it is what it is. And they spawn every 6 seconds. What isn't too shabby. I'll say that's pretty good. But let's see what else there is. Yeah, we've got more here. We got a elf type, because that was snowman, and then we got elf. I wonder if there's a different elf area, because I don't want to steal that guy's elves. Okay, so here's the elves. You get elf toys, and you can sell those. What aren't too bad. I'd say they're pretty decent. 2 of them made 70,000. I don't get why people would be farming the elf toys, because I heard they were better somehow, but I'm not too sure. But as you can see, it takes no time at all to kill them. It takes about 3 hits, and then you can get a lot of money from them as well. And then the way you actually charge these up, because you need to put coal mob coins in here, is by right-clicking this and then typing in the amount you want to put into this. So if it ever runs out of mob coins, you just put some in. It is a good trade because coal mob coins are the worst type of mob coin. So I heard there was logging, so you can like farm logs. I don't know where I can. And there's also mushroom farming, I think. I'm not too sure, but we're gonna explore and I'll find things that we can do. Okay, so we're at a dock and we can use our frosty spear gun. I think there's glow squids here. I don't know if that did anything. I think it gave me glow ink sacks. That makes me about 80k per 4. What isn't a great method? What does the axolotl give? 70k per 2, not bad. I mean, it's not like the best and it's not the worst, but I think killing the elves is probably the better choice apparently, and the snowmen. Okay, so this area, I think you mine Marywood, so you would get wood. How much is 4? 4 is 25k, and I don't believe fortune looting or any of that stuff applies at all. Well, that is pretty interesting. I just want to figure out the mushroom thing, because apparently there was something with mushrooms, because a new enchant was added, because they added the enchant first, and that was apparently Spore. It gives more mushrooms. But yeah, these reindeer antlers are pretty OP. Like, I made about 1.4 mil off of 4. Like, that's really good. Saving those up is probably a good meta to make a ton of money. So I might do that to make money if I'm ever here. One thing I did here for if you're competing for Island Top, you can trade in elf toys. I think that's why they're kind of good. You can trade them into some NPC around here that supposedly gives you gas spawners. So let's find that NPC because I do want to find that. So SJD said left of spawn, and it's a castle looking building. Okay. And apparently this amethyst, I'm guessing, is probably mineable. We're gonna test. Yes, we get amethyst shards, what aren't even amethyst, but we'll go with it. And 9 makes about 18k, what isn't too bad. I mean, all this loot is pretty good for money wise. Like, it isn't too horrible. If we take a look at Slash Winter, our time is ticked down. We've lost about 8 minutes, but it's fine because I don't plan on spending too much time in here, but I do plan on spending time in here to figure out metas and test things out. So this is the spawn house. If we go to the left, there we go. I think this is where we have to be. They said a castle looking thing, so that's probably it. Here we are. Okay. Santa's shop. Okay, it is Santa, so you can get gas pouches. So you need 100 elf toys to get all these gas spawners, but honestly is not a bad investment. If you're competing for Island Top, it's a good way to go. I recommend it. So I realized over here, even more to the left, there's apparently some ice mining, and you can't sell anything here. Oh, but you can when you go out of the zone, but you can mine all this and then you can walk out and sell it all. Let's go ahead and sell. We made about 300,000 there. That's not too bad. And I think they added a pet specifically for that. And I also got a basic Christmas present from mining here. And of course, that comes with having the set. I get 2 times the amount of presents. So it's pretty good. The Christmas present, you just redeem it and you get the loot. So I got a Cell Wand there. Oh my gosh, that's actually pretty decent. I mean, the Cell Wand itself is not good, but the actual rewards you could potentially get is good. Either way, I've mined for like not even a minute and we have a row. How much does that make me? Almost 1 million just for mining this. That's not too shabby. The only issue with this is I do kind of think I need speed potions or some sort of speed because oh my gosh, this ice is just annoying. They did add in the pets list 2 new pets. I think they added a gobbler pet, what is a new pet for Thanksgiving, and then they added the snowman pet, what is new, like completely brand new, and I believe it's for mining in there in the ice area. And then I believe the penguin pet got a buff and changed to something to do with Winter Wonderland for spearing fish. That is pretty dope though, can't lie. This is gonna be fun to grind off camera. I can't wait. Also, while I'm at it, I'm just gonna go ahead and mention that I did finish the iron golem farm. We are no longer buying iron golems because we have a stack of each type. I just wanted to only hit a stack. I'm currently working on the grinder farm to get that all the way to a stack on each of these, but the point is we're probably gonna move on to our next spawner, what is gold block pigments, in the next video.